is Huda, and with my other group members, I'm going to represent our assignment, which was about exploring Kevin Kelly's technological insights. Starting with the presentation, we explore technology and society more from the perspective of Kelly. Every chapter offers a different approach to changing our social interaction with technology. We will outline critical concepts of Chapter 3, 4, and 5, looking closely at flowing, screening, and accessing and their impacts. Thus, we want to discuss these themes by using examples from practice and describing the effects of technology on identities, businesses, industries, and possibilities. Moving on to the next slide, and speaking about Kevin Kelly's insights. Kevin Kelly's view in the book The Inevitable describes how technology irreversibly transforms the world. Chapter 3 of the book by Kelly in the year 2016 focuses on flowing and depicts the transition of print to electronical media and highlights how streaming has redefined music, videos, and information sharing. Chapter 4, the subtitle Screening, discusses the rising prevalence of screens and consequent impacts on the content being imbibed and the kind of learning education being imparted, as said by Kelly in the year 2016. In Chapter 5, Accessing, he explores dynamic changes in the ownership model with particular emphasis on the access based structure of cloud computing, as said by Kelly. In these developments show that technology is inescapable in its effect on industries and people, affecting how we engage in the world of themselves we represent to it. Moving on to the next slide about technological and societal context. All the chapters present major technological shifts, shifting how people live their lives. Flowing refocused on considering how, with streaming, physical formats have become dominated by digital media. One of the concepts discussed in screening is how screens become part of our existence and transform entertainment and educational industries, as said by Kelly in the year 2016. Finally, accessing is how the culture has transformed from position to access, especially in data and computing. These forces redefine the way interaction, learning, and being in the world is being held in today's time. The next slide will be taken by my group member, Elvin.
Hi, my name is Alvin. I will be starting with real-world examples. The examples from each chapter show how the notions Kelly describes are applied in practice. Through flowing specific platforms such as Spotify and Apple Music, affect listeners and musicians through music streaming services. Screening is demonstrated by Netflix utilization of recommendation algorithms and the new learning methods seen in virtual platforms such as Coursera and edX. Accessing is enshrined in the cloud data storage common trend, which forms a significant shift in data security and doing business, stressing how these trends are now part of people's lives. The next slide is about affected individuals and industries. These trends affect different stakeholders in different ways. Inflowing artists are first introduced to a new form of distribution when it comes to revenue structure and the piece. In screening, media and educational institutions transform the screening based mechanisms, redefining their functions. Accessibility affects data management since organizations move from end user technology to open access cloud technologies. These trends have made it easier for individuals to access content as they transform the look of industries and set the pace. Next is about the disruptions and opportunities overview. Though disruptive, the technological changes that take place present new opportunities. Music streaming services make convenience possible, but services and social gains are an issue. Screening tech helps expand access to education, but engagement with the content proves to be a challenge. Data retrieved through cloud technology boosts the efficiency of working with data, but threatens data security. Such disruptions force industries into fresh growth and development cycles while creating competitive pressures within which companies have to adapt to technological advancements. Next slide will be presented by my colleague Sai. Unmute.
Sorry. Hi, this is Sai Sriram. Today I'm going to tell you about technology impact on identity and progress. Technology forms and perform personal and collective cultural, redefining people's perception of themselves and their place in the community. with more servicing now being made available to consumers as streamers. What it means to be a consumer is changing where access dominates ownership. Education have moved towards online experiences, which alters how students and instructors consider the learning progress. Using data through cloud changes companies' operations, switching them from data owners to open providers. Advancement in these fields transform and culture and create new opportunities for subject and fields to conceptualize themselves. The next slide is going to be synthesis finding. In light of these discoveries, it is possible to determine that technology affects sectors ranging from the media to data availability. Streaming leads to equal and significant consumption of content, revolvization, and the appreciation of the property. As a result of algorithm curation, screenings alter how people consume content and change of ownership, demands improved security. This trend shows how society is built upon technology to level that technology forces everyone to evolve towards a new form of communication and existence. The next slide is going to be reflect on broader implications. The implication of containing Kelly's believes that technology remains a never-ending social force in altering and general acceptable norms. Globalization of production and the movement from possession to people rights in such crucial and increasing influence entities as a media and data alter the culture of consumption. In education technology, particularly with the use of internet as a means of delivery of content, changes the traditional classes approach to delivering content while posing new challenges to the students. At the same time, data availability also requires better protection for data in the environments. Altogether, these trends define new human technology relations, reflecting the new role of humanity. The next slides are now presented by my friend Rakshi. Thank you.
Hello, this is Yusra Rakshi, and I'm giving the references and the question and answer for this project. And the first is streaming and ownership. The paradigm shift from the ownership and the tangible objects to licensing shows how stream affects the value we record. Media by Jeffrey in 2021. Next, algorithms and consumption. Recommendation algorithms like those of Netflix or YouTube decides what media content we get to see next and make it easier to find what we like, but at the same time can restrict our options. Next, cloud access and security. While the storage of retrieval of data from cloud storage is convenient as it takes place without data being stored locally, it has implications for security and privacy issues, particularly where the data is stored on the server belonging to third party by business. Next is technology's influences on identity. Technology transforms how we participate in consumer citizenship and act on learners. For example, such examples as Vital Classrooms modifies educational subjectivity through opportunities and liabilities concerning interaction. Next is limitations and benefits of technology. Despite the greater opportunity of technology advancement, the significant disadvantages that come with it are, for instance, reduced private space, screen dependency, and social isolation. And the last one is for future trends. As we advanced into the future, we see more of how technology will develop access and ownership into an intertwined relationship as technology becomes more integrated into our lives. This perspective will go on as long we in ensuring we can prevent these changes in good times and the future. This was all about the future references for these projects. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor, for looking up for our video. Thank you so much. I hope you like our work. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you.